Good morning, students. Today, please look in your blue book at page 17. We will learn about problems in Canada's past. Canada is a very good country, but Canada made some mistakes. So today, we will learn about some bad things in Canada's past. Let's read. Problems. Many of the French and English people were sick with smallpox. Students, you can look at the picture and see smallpox are red spots like rashes on your body, and you can get very sick from smallpox. Let's read. About 30% of the sick French and English people died. Then the First Nations people got sick with smallpox. More than 50% of First Nations people died of smallpox because it was a new sickness for them. The First Nations people wanted to share the land, but the French and English did not understand share. French and English wanted to divide the land up in farms and own the land, not share. At the bottom of the page, you can see a picture of the French and British. I build a house on my land. I live here for many years. No one comes on my land. This is the thinking of the French and British. They don't share the land. Look at the First Nations people. I move my house every year because I hunt animals. I share the land. So you can see the thinking of First Nations people is sharing land, and French and British don't share. Okay, look at page 18. The immigrants signed papers called treaties with the First Nations people. The First Nations gave their land to the immigrants and lived on reserves. Reserves are special land places. They got money, schools, and medicine from the government of Canada. First Nations children were taken to residential schools. In these schools, they had to learn English and were punished if they spoke their first language. In these schools, many bad things happened. The children lived in the schools and only saw their parents in the summer vacation. So you can see a picture of a First Nations child. He has long hair. First Nations people like long hair. But when they went to the English and French schools, teachers cut the hair and changed the clothes. And they could not speak their first language. They had to speak English. If they didn't speak English, they were hit. So the school was very sad for the First Nations children, because they couldn't see their parents. They had to live and sleep and eat at the residential school. They did not go home. They only went home in July and August. But for 10 months, they did not see their parents. So residential schools is a very sad part of Canada's history in our past. Okay, students, look at true or false. Number 1, Smallpox made many First Nations people sick. True or false? Number 2, 10% of First Nations people died because of smallpox. True or false? Number 3, British people wanted to share the land with First Nations people. Number 4, First Nations people moved their houses because they hunted animals. Number 5, First Nations children saw their parents every day when they went to residential school. Is this true or false? Okay, students, I know that this page is difficult. There are many difficult words, and it is very sad, but I want you to listen many times and read this many times so you can understand. Okay, students, take a picture of page 18 and send it to me. Thanks. Bye.